on the latest she has in the electoral process, yes, there in the Qahliya, one of the 13 governorates where voting is taking place in the second phase of the parliamentary elections. Nermen, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. A very good evening to you and to your prominent guests.
Thank you, Nermen. So where exactly are you in the Qahliya? I understand that earlier today you were in Damietta as well. So please tell us about your tour and what you have seen in the first day of voting here at home in the second phase, Nermen.
Yes, Mohammed, right you are. I was moving between the Qahliya and Damietta. You know, only 60 kilometers separate both. And by the way, they were all one province in the 50s, until the 50s of the last century. But let's remind our viewers first with some statistics regarding the two governorates.
Yes.
It is one of the biggest governorates in Egypt, as we do have 4,708,301 eligible votes are distributed on 10 constituencies. 657 polling centers were prepared to receive the voters, including 795 subcommittees. Well, here in the Qahliya, there is a marathon. There is such a fierce competition among the 288 candidates competing on 38 seats, 17 for the lists and 21 for the individuals. And Major General Tariq Marzouk, the governor of Abdel, was very much keen to tour a number of polling stations all over the province to make sure that all the preparations on the ground were already taken, all the measures are for the best interest of the voter, to make the voting process easy, taking only a few minutes, and as usual, above all, sure that all the employees are very much well trained to deal with people with special needs or people with determination, whom there was such a large number of them keen to go and to cast their ballot in the first day of the second phase of our House of Representatives elections.
Yes.
Going to Damietta, and we're going to turn back to the Qahliya once again. Damietta is a little bit smaller, if I can say, one of the provinces or the governorate only having 1,550,000 voters. So relatively compared to other governorates like the Qahliya, like Sharqiya, like Al-Gharbiya, it's a little bit smaller, only two constituencies, and they were all located in one school. It's the military school in Damietta. You know, Damietta, for me, it was all the time an amazing city where all people are working. Here, it doesn't make a difference what is the age category. So we were not expecting a heavy turnout in the early hours because it's a working day, as you know. So the heavy turnout started after the break, which took place, of course, in both governorates and yes, from 3 to 4 p.m. And I had the opportunity to speak with the judges or counselors who were responsible for the polling centers, whether here or there, and they all agreed that everything is going smooth, regular, and they were also commending and really extending their thanks to both the security forces because they interfere on the spot whenever there is a need of that, and also to the employees who were very much well trained. And you know, now we do have a accumulated experience to lead such constitutional process in a better way, a process after the other, or elections after the other.
Yes, Nermen, I was going to ask you indeed to compare for us, because if I remember correctly, you were in Beni Suef in the first phase of the elections of the parliament 2 weeks ago. So have you spotted any differences between the process, say, in the Qahliya and Damietta compared to Bani Suef? Anything regarding the turnout, anything regarding the security presence, the judicial supervision, the breaches or the absence of them, any differences that you spotted?
First, thank you very much for that question.
Thank you.
Because I myself had this comparison deep inside, because in Bani Suef it was the very first time for me to go to a village. You know, we were covering from Bolivia. It's a village near Bani Suef, the capital of the province, about 20 or 25 kilometers far from the capital or the city. So it was such a chance for me to witness myself not only the turnout, even the behavior, the awareness of the people, the will to go and to share. And here, I should really say that there are situations, Muhammad, where you feel that you should be proud of being Egyptian, because political awareness, of course, it's something great. But when you see yourself that this political awareness, I'm not going to say has nothing to do with education, but when you see also very simple people, whatever is their age category, whatever is their level of education, but only knowing that their vote or that their participation is going to have a share in forming the future of the coming generations, and only because of that they are going to choose and to ask and to try accurately to know what is the program of this on that. And maybe
Nermen, Dr. Hoda Zaraqana is our guest here in the studio. Of course, the former parliament.
That as I was listening to her, so I cannot miss her voice.
Yeah, absolutely. The former parliamentarian, of course. And she was, when you were talking about the awareness issue, I mean, she was, you know, giving thumbs up to what you said. So I want to give the mic to Dr. Huda. Maybe you want to say something to
Nermen, I can say that she's not seeing a lot of positive data in the area she was mentioning right now. And it makes me happy that the people are aware and they are sharing interest, as she mentioned, in education and in a lot of variation and a lot of changes in the society right now, and we need to encourage that side, because the future, we cannot drop our eyes or throw our face away. This is area should be encouraged, and I salute her for her notices and her also positive mentioning. She is encouraging the same way, because I'm very happy with her.
Nermen?
Thank you very much, Dr. Huda, and thank you, Muhammad. And this is exactly what I've seen. I'm just conveying the message from them to you and to the world, because this is the image of Egypt. But by the way, this does not mean that life is rosy. Today, for example, there were some very few people who wanted to go and to break the electoral silence and to chant for a specific candidate in the in one of the schools where, and you know what was really great, that in no time the security personnel interfered in a very respectable manner, just to take them out of the scene and to give the space to the voters to go and to cast their vote without any interruption, and to let them know that here there are laws, and with all respect to you as an Egyptian citizen, you are allowed to break the law. And this is exactly what we wanted to see ourselves and to witness ourselves. If anyone wanna, spread chaos to be the reason behind an uncivilized scene, he is not going to be permitted to do so, with full respect to his rights as an Egyptian citizen. And this was exactly the scene which I witnessed today. And by the way, if you permit me, Muhammad, and of course, if you
go
permit me,
ahead.
Dr. Huda, today there was another side of the coin which was shown by Major General Tariq Marzouk, the governor of Al-Baqahliya. In fact, he affirmed that combating encroachment on agricultural land and removing violations at their earliest stage is one of the key priorities, emphasizing that some of the violators were trying to seize the opportunity of the elections and of the state and security personnel being that much busy with securing the electoral process and to do what they had in mind. He was very much sharp and in the strongest terms. He said that simply nothing is going to impede or to stop the authorities from practicing their other responsibilities, even if this is the voting process of our House of Representatives. So today there was campaigns going to these places and stopping the violators and stopping these encroachment on agricultural land, and it was a very strong message saying that we all go or have tangible positive steps in all time, very same time, and this is the new republic. This is Egypt 2030. So this was another side of the coin which I was really happy to witness myself.
Thank you very much, Nermen, for this update and for the other updates regarding the electoral process in Dakhliya and Damietta. Thank you, Nermen. That was Nermen Rahman1, Nile TV International's correspondent from Dakhliya.
She's very smart. Yeah, she's noticing a lot of positive data, which is good.
Thank you, Dr. Huda. Now, again, back to the role of the parliamentarians.
Yes.
I asked you about their capacity when it comes to local challenges. What about when it comes to the regional challenges and the many of them? And there is